welcome back to my channel. Now I know a lot of you guys are going to come for me because it's been forever and a decade since I created a video on this platform. But you know how they say new year, new beginnings, and I know that's such a cliche saying, but I truly want to make it my purpose to create a lot more content for you guys this year. Now I know some of you have been following me from the very beginning and you have been there for my makeup videos, my VSG journey since I've had that about 4 years ago. Oh my gosh, it's coming up on 4 years in April, you guys. Whew, so many things have changed since then, and life has been a lot different since then. I have moved across the country to Las Vegas, and a lot of you guys have seen that journey. And I just want to kind of give you guys an update. This is going to be one of those just chill out, sit down, updating you on what's been going on with my life since the last time I made a video. I think the last video I shared with you guys was me going back home and doing some weddings with my bridal team. And if I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I'm a little nervous right now. And I know that I'm just talking to you guys, and you guys are like family to me, and it's kind of also like giving yourself advice in a way. You're sitting down with a camera, and it can feel a little awkward. I'm not even gonna lie, like your girl is sweating right now. But I truly have been dying to film this video, so I hope that you guys stick around to kind of just hear about what's new and the update in my life. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and just continue to keep on watching if you guys want to hear about what the hell has been up with my life. And before we continue, if the lighting is a little wonky, please bear with me. I'm still trying to get the setup arrangement in order. But before I go into like the tea and the update, I do want to briefly just touch on the reasoning why I did take a little bit of a break from YouTube and just posting on my main page, just about like my everyday life, about my transformation and things like that. I felt like mentally I felt just consumed by everybody like watching my every single move with my weight loss journey. And I know that's so stupid because you're like, oh well, you decided to share that with the world. I'm like, yes, but my life is so much more than my weight loss surgery. And everybody was so supportive, and I appreciate you guys that are still supportive to this day about that journey and about me become healthier and things like that. But I found that mentally I wasn't in the best place. I lost a significant amount of weight in such a short period of time, and I know a lot of people go through this where they just like have like slight depression because you're so used to being a certain way, and then losing 115 pounds is like losing a whole body. And I literally was at my smallest weight, and believe it or not, I wasn't 100% happy. I felt like I was too small and I have no curves, and I didn't like the mentality of the fact that I'm like, okay, well now I don't have the curves, I go get plastic surgery and build a body. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking Build-A-Bear, you know? Like, I'm not trying to continue to be under the knife. I just want to be happy in my skin, and I like to have a little bit of curves. For the longest, I was just really trying to get my mental health in order and also take a lot of my focus off of just like my weight loss and just like trying to live life in the moment, just like really understand who I was again. So my advice to you guys is that if you ever find that you're feeling that way, please take the time that's needed for you, and you don't have to explain it to anybody. I have to explain it to you guys because like I said, I went MIA for a minute and you guys were expecting that content from me. But now that I've come back, I realized that I'm gonna do it my way. We're gonna do YouTube my way. So I'm gonna share what I wanna share with you guys, guilt-free. If it's gonna be about health, it's gonna be about health. If it's gonna be about beauty, it's gonna be about beauty. And I'm just gonna be happy with it. This is a positive platform. I am getting hot, so I had to unbutton this a little bit because Lord, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update because I'm sure you're curious as to where I'm at with my weight and if I'm still losing weight and things like that. So currently I am at 185. So I think the last time I updated you guys it was about 165. So I did put on a little bit of weight, but your girl ain't mad at it because your girl got her curves, and that's what matters. Got a little bit more boobs, got a little more butt, and I just feel comfortable in my skin. But if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, I would not be mad if I properly lost about 20 pounds and just kept a really toned body. So maybe one day once I invest into a personal trainer and get this body in shape, I would feel a little bit better being at that 165 again. But like I said, when I was a little bit smaller, I just didn't have the curves that I was looking for. I used to have to like stuff my bra with socks, you know, knee socks, you know, when you ball them up and they have like pretty big side, okay? It was like giving a whole nother lift to your tits. So I was tired of doing that, and then I was also tired of just like really contemplating on whether or not I needed to get plastic surgery in order to have this ideal body that I wanted. And then I just was like, stop with the mental craziness, and just realize the fact that not everybody is supposed to be 150. Not everybody is supposed to be skinty. There's nothing wrong with being thin, and there's nothing wrong with being slim, but maybe that was just not for me. And like I said, when I'm feeling better in my skin, I start to not so much focus on the weight anymore, and I just really start to focus on how I feel in clothes. And also, since my whole weight loss surgery, since it's been about 4 years, I no longer take like the vitamin patches. I'm no longer taking like bariatric vitamins. I am really just trying to focus a little bit more on natural herbal supplements, especially since I had COVID about a year ago. I had COVID into 2022 New Year. Like, it was so sad. I had to cancel my whole entire books, and I was like out for like a week and a half, and the only supplements, and that I still currently am taking because they just whipped me back into shape, is Irish sea moss. I've been taking my B12 and vitamin D3. I've been taking melon for respiratory health, and then also oregano oil, because like that's just like a great natural antibiotic. So those have been my go-to supplements. I no longer use Gen Pro protein. There's been a lot of controversy about the product, and I can go into another story time for that, but we're really not going to get into it. And if you guys want to say I told you so, you can go ahead and say it now. Go ahead, get your little moment in, okay? I understand that there's a lot of been raving about it not being 100% 30 grams of protein that you're getting that small scoop. I don't think it is. So I no longer use that. I use ISO 1000, which is like the Fruity Pebbles one. That's like my favorite one. And then other than that, the main way that I get my protein is by actually eating food. Yes, I still do eat meat, but I know that I mentioned before that I was trying to go more plant-based, and I still am, because I just know there's just a lot of crap that they be putting into our foods, you guys, and ideally that would be the best way to live. And I know that when I did eat more plant-based, and when Jaden did go vegan for a little bit and I was eating a lot of his vegan food, I was like, my body feels a lot better. So definitely this new year I would like to get back into toning up my body, eating a lot more plant-based, and still getting my protein in and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. Health wise, I've been feeling great, and yeah, pretty much it. So aside from the VSG, I do want to update you guys on my current life and living situation and things like that. Since the last time I filmed some videos, I was back in a 2-bedroom apartment on the other side of Vegas. I was in Spring Valley area, and now we relocated 2 days after Thanksgiving of this past year. We moved to Henderson, so completely opposite side of where we were living before, but we absolutely love it. We upgraded from an apartment to a 3-bedroom 3-bathroom house, and oh my god, it feels crazy to say that right now, because we have been wanting that space and wanting to make that move for a minute, and we didn't end up buying. I didn't end up doing that because the market's kind of trash right now. So we are renting, but honestly, we're renting this house for the same price that we were renting that apartment, which is insane. Insane. Before we actually were gonna renew that apartment lease, they wanted to charge us like almost $2,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Y'all was not adding more apartment. How can y'all just be bumping up the rent? Where's the extra square footage? Where's the less ratchicity? Okay, because that neighborhood got crazy. So now that we're no longer living in the apartment, there's so much more room for activities, and there's so much more inspiration to create and just produce more content. Hence why I am back with the YouTube videos. Jaden and I are doing amazing. We are pushing almost 6 years together, and I have just never been more in love and just so happy of the man that Jaden has become since I have met him. And I love our little family that we've created together with our 5 insane fur babies. Okay, they are insane, especially since we moved. They've become like adjusted to the house and everything, but we're just trying to get used to them. It's like they're brand new cats, and the dogs are pretty chill, but the cats for the most part, they're like brand new. Okay, they're acting up. They have their own room, which I think maybe have been like the start off with the bad idea. They just think that they run this place, especially Whiskey and Naomi. Yesterday, Whiskey knocked over Jaden's coffee because he thought he was gonna lick the whipped cream. Dude, she just walks around this house yelling at me. She sits there and she attacks Whiskey. There's like a dominance issue. Like, they think that they're both head macho in charge and that they got the big cojones, but I don't know what to do with them. They literally, Whiskey wants to play, Do wants to fight. And then Do thinks, like I said, she feels like she runs this place, so she just like takes these monsters poops in her litter box, leaves them uncovered. She just took a deuce on our bedroom floor. Thank goodness we don't have carpet anymore, but who the hell do you think you are, right? That's how I feel. So we gave them the cat room because there was just so much of them and they needed to have like their space and separate them, and we have a crate in there and we have it like catified with many litter boxes and toys for days, spoiled as can be. But they love the space, and I know that that was something that they needed, and I felt like a horrible mom having them all cramped up in a 2-bedroom apartment. So I feel a lot better now that they have the space that they need. We're just trying to get them to chill the hell out. So if you guys have any like recommendations, we tried the CBD treats, we've tried separation and all that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, like I said, they own my life at this point. But other than that, I want to move on to some business things, and that's how I'm going to wrap up this video today. I wanted to quickly touch on some of the amazing opportunities that I have been blessed with since moving to Vegas and starting my own beauty business. Now, I am just very humbled by a lot of these experiences, and still to this day talking about it is kind of like surreal to me, but I know that this is everything that I've ever asked for, and just being able to connect with these type of people and to expand my business and just to grow is just such an amazing feeling, especially because I started Butterfly Artistry beauty services literally in the midst of a pandemic. So within the past couple years, I not only had the amazing opportunity to work on set, like a production set doing makeup, I was able to travel to LA for the very first time and work in Hollywood, which is just mind-blowing. And I was also able to do the Grammys last year in Vegas. I did the makeup for the producer and a couple of her friends, and it was just so much fun. I was so taken back by that opportunity being presented to me, and one little lesson that I could learn and a piece of advice that I could share with you guys is never take any client for granted. Even if it's just like a random Sunday and you're just doing a regular, in my case, it was a bride. One of these brides that I did makeup for in the very beginning phases of when I just moved out here was my referral to the person that connected me for the Grammys. And I treat everybody with respect. I go above and beyond for each one of my butterflies. And I just remember feeling like, oh my God, did I do okay? Like, you know, because this particular person wanted very light makeup. And I was like questioning my work a lot. And I just remember that I went above and beyond to even offer like free brow services, like to just do her mother's brows real quick for her, just to make sure that she just felt great and that the whole experience went well. And I didn't know that I left such a great impression on that person, and that person is the person that referred me. I guess it was like the assistant for the Grammys producer. So it was such a good experience, and I was just like, wow. That just goes to show you, you just never know who's watching, you never know who's listening, and always be on your P's and Q's and just give your best at all times. Along with that, I had one other great experience that I was floored by, and still to this day I am supported by this amazing company, and I had the opportunity to do makeup for NYX Cosmetics, which was this past Halloween. They came here for a collaboration with Circus Soleil in Las Vegas, which I thought was so much fun. And I remember receiving the DMs from the account executive, and I did not believe that they knew who I was. Like, they were like, yeah, our team is like went through all your work and we're like huge fans. And I'm like, me, little Jersey girl Sierra? Like, that was such an amazing experience. I got to connect with other makeup artists, other local makeup artists that I'm still cool with to this day, and I just thought that Vegas has truly opened up my eyes to a lot. And I know that sometimes being in the right place at the right time is necessary. So it just was a little reminder, and just was like, yes, moving across the country was needed for you so that you can reach and achieve these different milestones. You guys didn't know, I am a licensed esthetician and makeup artist, and I do have this small business out in Las Vegas, and I do travel all over the country to service my wonderful butterflies. So if you are ever interested in receiving a makeup service or a transformative skincare service, or having a one-on-one class with me, I definitely will link all my business information down below so that you guys can feel free to check me out. But I feel like that's pretty much the update of my life. I am just been a busy girl. I have been working my booty off. I know that spring I will be heading back to Jersey to do some more weddings, so I'm definitely going to be filming some vlogs of that. This just keep me eager for what's to come for Butterfly Artistry, and sharing them, I hope, inspires you guys to go full-fledged into anything that you're passionate about and believe in yourself no matter what, and just continue to keep going. And I really hope that you guys connected with this video and you enjoyed my little update vlog about what's going on in my life. Like I said, I plan to produce so much more content this year on this platform, so if you guys are not already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Feel free to follow me on all my socials. Like I said, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Your girl is creating the content this year. Make sure you guys show some love, and I hope you guys stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.